On Asia Down Under today, fusion food with a difference. Venison in a wok. A top scholar spells it out to New Zealand. And Lantern, a New Zealand Chinese play about a family with extra-large issues. Hi again and welcome to Asia Down Under. This week we explore new heights with a form of education that's growing in popularity with students all the way from India. Students for whom New Zealand's wide skies are the best classrooms. While flying high over New Zealand's landscape remains a dream for many, for some it's another day at school. An aviation boom in India brings hundreds of students looking for an education in the industry to New Zealand. Arun Balijepalli is one of them, inspecting his prospects of a future in the skies.
There was a requirement of thousands of pilots a couple of years ago. So a lot of us Indian students, who wanted to fly and learn flying, but previously there were no jobs. This was a golden opportunity for us.
In the past few years, companies like Helipros, which has 6 operations around the country, has trained several Indian students for their commercial licenses. But none have stayed back to learn how to teach what they've learned. Arun is the first of Helipros' Indian instructor students.
In India, it's, if you want to join the airlines, you don't need a few thousand hours. You can join an airline with like 200, 300 hours. But here or anywhere else in the world, you need to have certain experience, like at least 1,000 hours to be able to fly the bigger planes. That's why you have Indian students wanting to go back for the bigger jobs, bigger planes and stuff like that. Instructorship, yeah, not many choose it. I don't think everyone likes to teach or stand up and teach or something. So, yeah, I think learning to fly is not really difficult, but teaching someone to fly would be a little difficult.
Making the cut to becoming an instructor student is no easy task. And not every pilot has the right qualities to be a teacher.
It's important that we identify those instructor qualities in prospective instructor students early so that it gives them time to prepare their future. Arun definitely has the qualities that we look for in a flying instructor, and I like to, whenever I see those qualities in a pilot coming through their training, I just like to take them aside and just express to them that possibly they should start to think about what's going to come in 3 to 6 months' time.
What is streamlined flow? I've just started the instructor course, doing some classwork and stuff. It's not too bad as of now, just getting a hang of it, learning different tips, tricks of teaching. It requires a lot more reading and stuff, to be able to teach someone. You really need to know what you're talking about. You can't just talk rubbish, because it's so important that you teach it right, because someone's going up there to fly. If something goes wrong, then that's not really on. So you need to know what you're doing. So all this pressure on him right now.
Today, for the first time, Arun gets to fly the aircraft from the instructor's seat. A change he's going to have to get used to.
Well, I'm used to seeing all the instruments right in front of me, and sitting here, all the instruments on that side, and it feels a little different. Like, it's like I'm sitting in a new aircraft and all the instruments and in, some random places.
As usual, Arun's pretty quick to pick up on things, so no time at all. He'll be back to feeling nice and comfortable flying from the right-hand side.
So basically,
Arun may have months to go till he can officially instruct, but his trainer has certainly recognized his potential and even has plans for him.
Arun is an anomaly. There aren't a lot of students that have elected to stay back. He's one of 2 that we have earmarked to complete the training. We'll interview both of them at the end of the training, perhaps to fulfil a role that we have in the organisation for a multicultural and multilingual student from Asia, perhaps just to take advantage of their better understanding of the culture that we're mainly marketing to in India.
While Arun's instructor course ends later this year, for this pilot it certainly doesn't mean the end of his flight fascination.
Oh, my very first flight was like, whoa, that's really amazing. You just want to go up there again and again, It's just wonderful, just beautiful.